The first slide about the cancer marker test. It is actually called, by and large, as a tumor marker. But the more common term I wanted to for you people to have a cancer marker. There's nothing wrong to say a cancer marker, but this is the term is cancer marker test. Now let us understand first of all, whenever we are talking about cancer marker and without knowing about what is the cancer and how it spreads, it will be difficult. I have taken a topic in the last time. This is my 7th lecture. So previous topic was on cancer, biology of cancer. In that I have explained the things. But I thought that it should not be a boring. If I come with 50, 40, 60 slides, it will be boring thing. Although you may not express, but the purpose will not be solved. So I thought of making it restricting to entire slides to a number of 15 for a talk of hour or so, right? So the cancer is a growth that originates within a patient's, the human body. It is not coming from outside. It originates in the human body, and there are many different types of cancer, but all share one hallmark characteristic: unchecked growth that progresses toward limitless expansion. So it's a continuous expansion of the cancer is a characteristic. But is it doing anything good? As embryo grows with the function, the child has to born. So the embryo is growing. So here the growth is there like embryonic growth, but not doing any useful function. In fact, it is damaging in the body. Now this is the only one technical slide which I have put up to understand the picture, how the cancer originates. So these are the cells, and in that cells, one single cell gets mutated, changed structurally, and starts multiplying it continuously. After multiplying, there is no space, so it invades, it goes and encroaches other places through the blood vessels. And this particular third number is shown. These particular cells are now free to move anywhere in the body and spread the cancer. And this particular spread of a cancer, in a technical term, is called as metastasis. Meta means after, stasis is establishment. So establishment after the primary tumor is developed. If the primary tumor has no ability to cross the borders and go away from the origin, it is called as benign or innocent tumor. It is not malignant. It is not a cancer tumor. All tumors are not cancers. Now the cancer marker test, very important thing is, thermometer is a marker for fever. We know it very well. Before going to the doctor also, we will just make the temperature. We will tell doctor also, doctor, yesterday whatever you have given the medicine, the temperature was 102, but now it is 100. So he will get idea, because doctor cannot come and look your pulse or temperature 24 hours. So you have to communicate. So you can communicate in that direction. So that is possible. But this thermometer is a marker for fever. Similarly, the cancer markers are not for understanding cancer. No tumor marker is specific and sensitive. Even if this message, if you take, that is very important. My function is served. What is important is, no tumor marker is as good as a thermometer or as good as a blood pressure instrument, where one knows this much is my blood pressure. Now I have to reduce, I have to take. Doctor can monitor it, doctor can give more tablet or reduce the doses. This is slightly difficult over here. The blood sugar is a marker for diabetes, everybody knows about it. Creatinine is a marker for a kidney disease. That also everybody knows about it. Okay. So now these are the different markers shown in these tumor markers. The lung cancer, these are all technical terms, but we are going to come with these terms so soon. PSA. What I told you about prostate specific antigen is about the prostate region. So these are different tumor markers. Today I am going to talk about only 4 tumor markers. There are 100 tumor markers. The total tumor markers are 100, And they are trying to do it, helping it. See, the scientists are continuously trying to help to solve the problem of diagnosis in a cancer. But it is not only the diagnosis, it's diagnosis as well as a prognosis. Only diagnosis will not help. Diagnosis will say, okay, yes, the cancer is developed. But what to do? Treatment part. After the treatment, whether the treatment is effective, prognosis will tell what will happen to the patient, whether he is going to survive for 5 years or 5 months or 6 months, whether the condition is severe or not. But this to judge is not also that simple. For that, some help is taken of the tumor marker. But whatever I have read for last couple of weeks about the preparation of this lecture, I came to know that if the single marker, I told you scientists are extremely, day and night they are working, their mind is working about what way they could help the society. So for that reason, what is important, suppose if I have got now 100 markers, and in the 100 marker, in prostate cancer PSA is only one marker. Can I just take help of the other markers which are weak, as alone they are weak, but along with the PSA they may be strong. So that they are now studying it. They are taking help of the different enzymes, different hormones and their markers. Now the cancer marker is also called a tumor marker. Tumor markers are usually proteins which are produced from cancer cells or in response to cancer. So they are the proteinous matter. Just understand it, they are like a protein, but they are produced by either the cancer is producing it. So naturally when it will grow more, it will produce more and it will show more. So it will produce more and cancer marker will show it, detect it. But sometimes it may not be that simple. Sometimes the cancer marker may be absent, but the cancer may be there. So these confusing things are also there. It's not simple as clinical thermometer. You take the temperature, it is 102 means 102 degree Fahrenheit. It is not that simple. So it's cancer response when the body may be responding and the cancer marker you can measure, or cancer cells themselves producing some kind of proteins which are identified as a cancer marker. Now the cancer marker should be specific for the tumor. This is very important. I have selected the less number of slides because my whatever the your understanding should be very crystal clear. So I will go slow and explain each and every step. Be specific for the tumor. What does it mean? Specific for the tumor means, suppose if there is a prostate cancer and that marker is present in prostate cancer, it also present in lung cancer to some extent, and also present in some other cancers, in the stomach cancer, lung cancer, prostate cancer. It's not a specific. So specificity, I mean a specific cancer marker should be a marker for a particular cancer only. The levels should change in response to tumor size. There is a condition that which should be a best marker. The best marker should be a marker which should be specific, and also the level should change in response to tumor size. So as the tumor grows, the cancer marker should increase. The levels of cancer marker, just the blood sugar increases as the diabetes increases in the body. The diabetes is severe, the blood sugar is more. That relation is well established. Cholesterol, heart disease relationship is well established. But this relationship is not well established, but these are the ideal markers. An abnormal level in the presence of micrometastasis, a very small, minute, microscopic secondaries of the cancers when it is spreading, one should be able to know that should be the ideal marker. Then sensitivity and specificity is required. What is the sensitivity and specificity? Specificity I told you. Now sensitivity means, suppose if the cancer is present, the marker should not take time. It is like, the analogy is, the temperature is 102 and clinical thermometer is not good, manufactured by a good manufacturer, and it is showing just in 98, 96. It has no meaning. So similarly, it should be sensitive. It should be, whenever there is a small tumor, immediately there should be rise in the cancer marker. Then it should help in diagnosis and prognosis. Diagnosis and prognosis, what is going to happen to the patient, whether the patient is under cure. The whole idea of cancer marker in a clinic is because of to understand whether the chemotherapy treatment is effective, whether the radiation treatment is effective, whether the after surgery the cancer markers are dropping down. So even if the cancer, suppose if the cancer marker drop down after the surgery, it's good. The doctor knows now whatever I have done, the operation is correct, and there is not the cancer detectable level at this very moment. But after 6 months they will for follow-up, they may call, and then the cancer marker may increase. Then doctor will have to do some kind of a sonography, some bone scanning, some other tests, MRI, CT scan, to understand it more. We cannot trust the tumor marker alone. As the doctor, suppose if there for so many days the fever is there, temperature is increasing, then the doctor will say go to the pathologist and test the blood. So actually, in fact, I would like to talk on that also, why the blood testing is done. One topic, the blood, what is complete blood count. So that talk also I will give. Okay. So this is the basic thing. Now let us understand about only one slide which shows about the cancer scenario in our country. In our country, this is a report is from Indian Cancer Society, Cancer Incidence and Mortality, 2002 and 2004. So this is the latest which is available from the Tata Cancer Center, which I am referring now. So these are the rank of the cancer in case of male. So first 10 ranks, the first thing is the lung, then there will be mouth, prostate, esophagus, larynx, lymphoma and other things. What is important here to notice, the lung cancer is first in the male, and in the female, the lung cancer is 8. The reason for this is, you know it very well, the smoking is practically absent with the ladies, so the cancer incidence is less. And this is what is 3.3 means. It is in a 100,000 population. 100,000 population, that is 1 lakh. 1 lakh there are 3.3, whereas in 1 lakh there are 8.8. It appears to be very less, just 8 in 1 lakh. But if I evenly distribute as a 50 crore population of the male and 50 crores of population of the female, if you will have to multiply, and then the number will be sizable number will come. So it will be, so this is just to understand about, and the prostate cancer is at the number 3, right? But in case of female, the first is the breast, cervix and the ovary, right? So these are the first 10 different types of cancers. And now let us start with the first cancer marker. And this cancer marker is carcinoembryonic antigen. Just to give you some kind of introduction, carcinoembryonic antigen means the embryo is producing that kind of a antigen. But in adult, it should not be there. It should be absent, almost practically. So how it is in the adult, in a cancer patient, it is present? Because cancer is not a forward process, but it's a backward process. It's an undifferentiated process. Whenever it starts with a normal tissues, a normal body's organ, suppose if it starts with the lung. So in the lung, when the cancer develops, the cancer, whether it is really difficult to treat or easy to treat, will depend upon the biopsy. The surgeon will take a small piece of it or fluid, and with that they will understand what is the cancer status in different parts of the body. Also, same thing, not exactly as the lung only.